shoot back over, hook to the low boy, get the skidder, take it over, and get to work. He cut a few trees ahead in there last week, but not many. So once I get everything over there, I'll get the cutter and we'll start mowing them down. The goal this week is to get the timber out of the woods by Thursday. I'm taking off Friday and Monday. And then the fellow I'm working with is off all week next week. So we want to try to get the rest of this timber out of the woods and at the loader so he can work on cutting it up Friday while I'm gone. And then next week while he's gone, I can just be trucking it out. So if everything stays together, we all be all right. I don't think it's that many trees over there. It's just a very small block, so I will whack it in a day or two. And, but we'll see. But the goal is to get it done by the end of the week. Got the old Tiger Cat loaded up on the low boy. We're about to head out this goat path. The old dog needs a bath. It's pretty dirty. Black sure does look good until it gets dirty. Tell me that don't look sweet. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty looking rig. Any truck, good looking truck with logging equipment hooked to the tail end of it, just looks badass. Well, we're in the cutter. It's about 85 degrees out there, but it's probably, I don't know, 65 in here. The air conditioning just cranking out cold air. We tried to charge air conditioning on the knuckle boom because it's blowing warm air right now. So we tried to juice it up, but for some reason we can't get the fitting on the thing tight enough to let the Freon go in. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. So we'll try to get another can of it tomorrow or today and try to juice it up tomorrow. It gets hot in that knuckle boom. Well, it ain't no different than this cutter. The cutter just kindly watching this tree limb. The cutter, you know what I mean, you're kind of sitting still. So you're not, you got no air moving. And that same way as a knuckle boom, you're just kind of spinning around in circles, and the knuckle boom's always out in the middle of the wide open. Or at least in the cutter, you're down in the woods. So yeah, we're gonna go cut some trees. Hopefully everything goes as planned. This old pig might be a little bit too big. We're gonna give her a go anyway. I'm gonna hit her. Ooh, I got in good that time. Maybe it ain't. Maybe I will get it. Alright, I'm gonna track around the other side and hit her from that side. Alright, this is gonna be my third hit. I'm gonna try not to go quite so deep. I don't want to lose it in the creek. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I'm gonna track around the back side of her. We're gonna send her. Alright, let's hope we don't drop her on the back of the machine. On the roof of the machine. I'm going to tilt the head a little bit of an angle. I'm going to try to go in slow. I think we got her. I got her. Swing out there, baby. Swing out. Uh-oh. There it goes. I missed a little bit of the middle, but not bad. Didn't quite get it. The rest of it pulled out of the stump, so that's okay. Center of it's a little bad anyway. Could have been worse. I'll tell you what, these trees got some big old tops in them. I mean, they're big old trees. But I can tell you right now, there's no way you do better by hand. And this, there's just, I mean, I'm able to place them real good. Able to get the tops cut down real nice. I mean, there's a pile of brush right there. But there's like 5 trees sitting in that. He hand cut up in here. You can't see it all. But I just had to go through here and spend the last half hour cleaning that up. because he had trees broke off and tops ripped out. You see, the woods is just real dense or real thick, whatever you want to call it. And you just, doesn't matter what you do, you got to mash something. So the cutter sure does make it easier to get in there and clean that up. Do we have to do it? Probably not. But it does make the job look a little better. And that always helps at the end of the day to get repeat work. Working together. I was wondering when he was going to come up there and start helping me. I was kind of burying myself up here. That's the only downfall to the cutter. There ain't many, but that is one of them. You got to keep the skidder right there with it, or you spend too much time shoveling trees around. But the landing was chock full, so we had to cut some up this morning. So, yeah, that's, you really, I tell you, I said it, I think the other video, or 2 videos ago, man, if you, third person, boy, would really make a difference when you're using the cutter. That is for sure. This big old stud's leaning back over the property line. And it's a pretty nice tree. So we're just gonna cut it together. We're gonna hand cut it. I'm gonna push it up in that hole with the cutter. It's got a big crotch in it. We don't want to bust it. It's a little bit, I'd have to cut it off high to cut it with the cutter. So I just, it's probably best. Well, you can see how big it is, him standing next to it. It's a big old tree. Whole job's cut, stacked out in the field up there. Guess I'm gonna truck tomorrow. I worked too fast today with the cutter. Got done early. I guess I got home, hooked to the new log. Well, it's new to me, log trailer. I'll have to show it to you when I get back. I hooked it, make sure everything's working all right on it. That way I can just roll out first thing in the morning, not have to worry about nothing. Make sure the lights and all that good stuff works. Yeah, let's see, it's 2:30. I don't have any more trees to cut. He's gonna stick around, cut up, make sure we got enough sitting out here to haul tomorrow. So yeah, this side's gonna go pretty quick. All right, before I leave, I had to walk back down in here anyway. I'll show you. This job was heavy to beach, and it still is. What really needs to happen in the woods like this is you gotta, like that section up through there, that's all, there's a couple maple, but For the most part, there's some little oaks and poplar growing in there. But I mean, the beach, really all this beach needs to be cut. But if you cut all the beach, you know, if we cut all that, the only thing left standing in an entire acre is a hickory tree and it's one little white oak tree down there. So some of these, but at the end of the day, we cut a lot of trees in this little patch. Well, I think we cut 60 or 80 or something like that out of this little patch. So it's quite a bit of trees come out of this little teeny woods. And we did try to hit the beach pretty hard. Just because that's what you need to do. I mean, that's what you should do. It's just the beach was thick. So it makes it look worse, makes it look a little more open because them beech got some big tops. I mean, you see that beech tree got just a ginormous top in it. You know, so it makes a big hole. But overall, I think we did a good job saving the little poplar and saving the little oaks. And I mean, I've seen the conclusion of the woods look better, but they're not all gonna look great. Just sometimes it just depends on the trees and the conditions. But I'm happy with it anyway. All right, we're wrapping this one up. I got the rest of the logs hauled out of there Friday. Today's Monday. Got the rest of the logs hauled out of there Friday. We're moving to a small, we're waiting on some permits. So we're moving, we got a little job, it's blowed over, some trees blowed down. We're gonna go in there and scavenge them out. It's not far from the house. So we're gonna get them out, plus we're gonna cut some beech in this woods. The beech is kind of thick. So we're gonna thin some of the beech out to kind of make it worthwhile moving iron in there, because it ain't but maybe 4 or 5 loads blowed over on the ground. So actually, I don't want to even, I'm just going by what my buddy told me's in there, because I haven't even walked in the woods. Actually, it's funny because I logged this woods about 15 years ago. I logged it for the guy I was cutting timber for. And then since then, we went through there, cut it real easy. Since then, the fella I'm working with now has cut it since I have cut it. And then we're gonna go in there and cut blowdown now. And actually, you could cut it again now if you wanted to, but we're just getting the blowdown out and cutting some beech. So we're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks everybody for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.